Hello everyone and welcome to my very first Minecraft video and the first in my mod spotlight series. As you can tell from the lovely pixel art behind me, we're going to be taking a look at the calculator mod. So let's get right into it. As you can guess from the name of the mod, it adds a bunch of different calculators to the game. You can see those down in my hotbar. We'll get to those in just a second, but let's take a look at how you get started with this mod. First you're going to want to craft a power cube. That's just a furnace surrounded by some cobblestone. Next, you're going to take one of those power cubes and put some sticks and some wood planks to make a hand crank generator. And as you guessed, you're going to need some sticks to make a crank. And this works very similarly to the AE grindstone in that you just click this handle. And instead of grinding things, you're making energy, specifically RF. If we look over here at this power cube, it has 90 RF in it. And the reason you need this RF is because all these calculators work based on power. So if we take this calculator that I have here, it has 54 RF. So if we stick it in here, it'll drain, and now it has 144 RF. So now let's take a look at the different calculators that we have available to us. The first one is the regular calculator. This is going to be one of the first ones you craft. I'm not going to go through a lot of the recipes because this mod has excellent NEI integration. So all these things that you can craft, you can make using NEI. So you see the screen, some cobblestone, some redstone. But if we look at the interface of the calculator, we see it has two slots, an addition sign and an equal sign. And if we click this equal sign, it shows all the different things you can craft with this calculator. So you get enriched coal, some reinforced stone, reinforced dirt, a baby grenade, so on and so forth. So then the next calculator you're probably going to want to craft, and this one is very convenient to carry around with you, is a mobile crafting table. So if we see, we put some lapis in here, and I mentioned that these all have RF values. So if you see, the crafting calculator can hold 5,000 RF. So if we do a crafting process, you see it used up 1 RF. So then after it would reach 0, you would have to recharge it. The final calculator you're going to make is called the flawless calculator. And as you can see, this combines the basic calculator, which had an addition sign, and the scientific calculator, which had a division sign, but also adds a plus plus operator. So you can look at the recipes, you can see this is how you make some of the more advanced components of this mod. And as you can guess, the flawless calculator holds a lot of RF, but is extraordinarily expensive to make. It is a very in-game component of this mod. So if you look through, you can make end diamonds. The recipe for an end diamond is end stone, an electric diamond, and some obsidian. Now let's take a look at some of the items that are added in this mod. You'll see this giant wall of different tools that are added, and these are basically your normal Minecraft tools. You got a hoe, axe, shovel, pickaxe, sword, and then the block that makes it. So if we look at the different materials, you start with enriched gold, reinforced iron, redstone, then flawless diamond, fire diamond, electric diamond, and then end diamond. So if you take a look, as you guessed, this sword is the most powerful sword. So if we get it, you can see it does 20 attack damage. So that's a very powerful sword. So let's put it back there. There's also some other items added. There's a sickle, a wrench, which works just like the Yeta wrench in Ender.io. It's just, this is the wrench for the calculator mod, and a grenade. And as you would expect, this grenade works just like a normal grenade. Throw it and it blows up. So, and each one of these materials you can form into a block. You have your reinforced iron, fire diamond, weakened diamond, You can see the end diamond has kind of a cool ender effect, and the electric diamond block kind of changes texture a little bit. Moving on, we have kind of a unique block here. We have purified obsidian. If you get a diamond pickaxe, you can sit here all day and you're never going to destroy it. It's indestructible like bedrock. But if you craft one of these obsidian keys, it pops right out. So you could potentially make your entire base out of this and no one would be able to get in except for people that have this obsidian key. So then we go to the next set of machines added. We have a hunger processor and a health processor. So if we take some rotten flesh and we stick in here, you can see it starts to make points. And each one of these is a hunger point. And the way you use this is you have a hunger module. If you stick your hunger module in here, you see it has stored point 0. So you stick it in here, those points will go into your hunger module and you can use those to fill your hunger bar. Same goes with this health processor. So if we stick some more rotten flesh in here, and you craft one of these health modules and stick in here, it will hold extra health for you. So you can carry that around with you. You see these don't need RF, so you can just carry those with you. So let's go down here and start with this machine. This is called the stone separator. And again, if you hit this symbol here, you'll see all the recipes. So this kind of acts like a sawmill. You can create 4 wooden planks and some sticks, so you get extra sticks out of the process. This is also how you get some of the amethyst shards and large amethyst. And you'll use this later. The dynamic calculator and the atomic calculator are basically block forms of these handheld calculators. So if we take a look, the atomic calculator has this ++ operator, and you can use it to make some of the things we saw before that you could also make with the flawless. You see it has all the operations, ++, division, and a plus sign. And if we look at the dynamic calculator, you see it's identical to the flawless calculator, except this block is much cheaper to make, and so is this one, than the flawless calculator. So you're going to use this machine to make some of the later editions of the mod. So if we look next at the algorithm separator, this is kind of the most advanced machine you can make. You can see you can use it to take iron and process it directly into reinforced iron and small stone. This small stone is kind of like bone meal, except it'll turn a block of dirt into stone. You can use it to process diamonds. This is how you get most of the higher end materials to make those weapons we just saw. So let's take a look at the trees first. These are some of the trees added in the mod. We have a tanzanite tree. We have an amethyst tree, and behold, the diamond tree. We'll get to this in just a second. So if we take a look at the tanzanite tree, you can craft it using the atomic calculator, using an atomic binder, an oak sapling, and a large tanzanite. And I just showed you that health module earlier. Another way to fill it up is to come over here and you can click the leaves of this tree. And that will also fill up your hunger module and the wood. But the wood gives you 2 and the leaves give you 1. So let's put that back in here. Same goes for the amethyst tree. If we take the hunger module out and we click on the amethyst leaves, this should be filling up. You see it has 5 hunger points now. If we finally, you see it filled up to 17. So that's about all the usefulness of these trees, is to fill up those modules. Finally, you have the diamond tree. You see it looks like little berries on it. So if we come over here and we craft a sickle, we can use this sickle and we can harvest Doesn't look like we got anything that time. There we go. We got a weakened diamond. So you can keep doing that on all these leaves. You see we're getting loads of weakened diamonds. Occasionally you'll get a normal diamond. Yeah, you see we got 8 normal diamonds and 12 weakened diamonds. So some of the last machines you're going to want to make are these: extraction chamber, restoration chamber, reassembly, and processing chambers. And what these are used to make are some of the circuit boards that you'll need for the very final machine in this mod. So if we put some dirt in this extraction chamber, you'll get soil. As I was mentioning earlier about that small stone, if you take soil and click on dirt, you'll make tilled dirt. So if we take a look in here, eventually you should get a dirty circuit board. We'll be back when we get a dirty circuit board. Okay, we're back. We finally got a dirty circuit. You can see it took us 28 soil, so 28 dirt blocks to finally get one. So the next item you're going to want to use is, oh, you can see we already have a circuit in there. So if we take and put a dirty circuit into a restoration chamber and wait, and all these different chambers require RF to run. So if once we wait here, we will eventually get a restored circuit. Hey, there we go. We got a green circuit board. This machine works just like the previous one, except instead of if you put stone in here, get rid of that soil, it'll make small stones and then it will make a damaged circuit board. So that's just what this machine is for, is to put damaged circuits. You don't put dirty circuits in this one. And finally, you have the processing chamber, which combines the functionality of both of these, plus it makes it faster. So that's the only benefit of this one, is it combines it so you don't have to make both those machines, and it's faster. Finally, we're going to take a look at the kind of the end game of this mod. We have this analysis chamber, and again it takes RF. So if we take one of these circuits we got, you can see there's one already in here, and it says energy. Each one of these circuits kind of holds a random set of items. So this circuit held broccoli seeds, which is another item added by the mod, and a calculator screen, and 100,000 RF. So that's pretty good. And it also says stable, and we'll get to this in a second, this stability. So if we take out this circuit and put in this circuit, you can see it had 175 energy and broccoli seeds and a reinforced iron sword, and it's also stable. So the reason that stability is important is for this final machine that is added, and it is called the calculator. It's the locator. So if it's a multi-block structure. So if we build this multi-block and we keep a hole in the center. Oops. Let's get that one back. And this is just stable stone. And again, you can check the crafting recipe for it. And then build this final wall. Nope, I didn't have enough. So let's get some more stable stone. So finish building this structure. And then you get these calculator plugs and you put around the center. And the final block is the calculator locator. The reason I said this is a in-game item is because if we take a look at the recipe for this, you can see it requires a beacon. To make a beacon, you have to have killed the wither. So let's put this back in and take a look and see what it says. So if we open it up, it'll say active, false, multi-block, true, owner, none, stability 0. So this is where the stability of these different circuits comes into play. So if we go around and we put, so this one was stable, it says true. And I believe this one we didn't check, so obviously this one was not stable. So I have a box full of stable circuits, and these are important, and I will show you once we put all these in here what this is for. And the last one. So now we check it, stability 8. So you have 8 different plugs, so a final stability of 8. And then finally it says active, false, owner, none. So the way you set the owner is you need to craft this locator module. And then all you have to do is click it, and then you see it says owner, Celianoren, and then we put it in here. And then it will become active, and you see it starts to fill up with RF. And you see these particle effects. Oh, let's get rid of the rain. And you see it's starting to fill up really quickly with all this energy. Basically, this multi-block structure generates energy from nothing. But again, it's very difficult to craft. So if we go down here, some universal cable and a capacitor bank. We can come down here, and the reason this hole is in the center is so you can hook up to it. And then we put a capacitor bank there. You see it starts to fill up really fast. We're already at 3, 4, and 5 million RF. Let's get out of this hole. And again, I said the stability is very important, and I will demonstrate to you why it is important. So let's deactivate this. And then let's take all these stable circuit boards out. And if this multi-block isn't stable, so if you don't have enough stability, you'll get random effects. And sometimes those are good, sometimes they're bad. So if we take it, and right now you see stability of 0, and we stick in our locator module, it blew up, and that's not good. I must be in creative mode. No? Usually I die if I died once before. And also you can see this black pit over here that happened once before, and also it summoned a bunch of mobs. So you need to be careful with the stability of this. So that's all there is to talk about for the calculator mod. I hope you enjoyed this mod spotlight. If you check out the description below, I've put a link to the Minecraft forum post of SonarSonic. That's the mod author. I put a link to his Minecraft forum post on the calculator mod. I also put a link to Curse, so you can download it through there. If you've enjoyed my video, be sure to like and subscribe, and also be sure to check out my website in the description. You can also follow me on Twitter at Celianoren. Thanks for watching, and check back for more videos in the future. See you guys later.